Hey, I'm Lynx and I'm in a Mortal 3 Initiator main, and today I'm going to show you some of the Sova lineups I have on the new map Abyss. I'm going to start on attack, then go to defense, and I'm going to go from A to B. So starting off with A, what you're going to want to do is, the first lineup I'm going to show you is for A main. So you're going to want to come up to the third column here, 1, 2, 3, like so. And you're just going to hug into it. And you're going to see like this rock here. You're going to want to like see this edge where I'm aiming at. And you're going to want to bring it, like your crosshair, all the way over to the left. And you aim there and you do a one bounce, 2 bar, like so. And what this start does, it lands all the way up in main, like so. It will clear the whole of main, just care, because if they're hugging the back wall here, they will not get pinged. So let's say like there's a chamber here or something, like they're not going to get pinged if they're hugging the back wall. The dart will not scan for it. It will scan for everything like down here and this like corner. This corner is like really annoying to clear as well. Personally, I don't really use this dart too much. Like it's good to use when you don't want to invest drone or if you're like defaulting. But if I am going A, I probably will just drone like so. And like the drone gets like so much info here. It clears all the corners, the dartwood, and it goes even out further to sight. And you can even clear this like little rat angle on the left, which is really, really nice. And the reason I tend to keep dart more is because like the darts on the A are, well, obviously necessary, but like some of them are really good. Like this one back here is like a really simple dart against this back wall, but it will clear like all down here and like kind of a bit of left as well. But my favorite dart is if you are smoked off here, what you can do, you can jump up here and you're gonna see like this line here, this like vent. You're gonna hug up to the line and you're gonna aim at like above this little corner here. So you're gonna aim here. And you're going to do a one bounce full charge, like so. This dart lands up here, and it's a literal god dart, like it will scan for all the bridge, backside and under. It scans like over for here as well, like literally everything. It scans over here. Like this is the A god dart, I would say. Just a really, really good dart. You're going to get all the info you're going to want off of this dart as well. So super valuable dart, I'd say that. Like it's really important. And also if they are playing Cypher, what you can do, like I don't know what a Cypher trip would be, because I'll be honest, I haven't even played much of this map in comp myself, as I've been quite sick lately, so I haven't really like played too much of this act. I've played a few Abyss games, but not like many against a Cypher. But let's say if Cypher is being picked, what you can do is just like shock dart. Same with Killjoy, though I don't think Killjoy is that impactful on this map anyway, but you just remember like simple shock darts to break utility to help your team entry. Like a Cypher trip you can break here, it makes it so much easier for you and your team to flood out with. And yeah, just keep things like that in mind. Another dart I had, because when I was playing one of these Abyss ults, was I found myself just holding onto my Sova ult a lot on attack, and like I'd only ever use it for post plant. But another way you can use your like Sova ult is to help your team entry out and execute on like A or B. So what I decided to do was I decided to like find a cross map, well not a cross map dart, but I found the dart from A lobby to A, so I could do a Sova ult off it early, and then my team can just flood out A main while I Sova ult. So what you're going to want to do, you come into this corner here, you're going to see this line here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the very top where this line meets this orange, you're going to see where I put like my little like drone horn, like the top right of it. And I'm gonna just do a 2 bar with this, like so. And what this dart does, it just lands all the way on top of here. And like, this is such a good dart. Like, it scans for all of back again, the whole of bridge, and even like the close angles again. The only bit it doesn't really scan is like close here. But other than that, like, if anyone, like, when you're Sova ulting, you gotta think of it this way. If anyone gets pinged here, you're gonna ult them, and I'll show you in a minute. But just because this line here doesn't get pinged, what you can do with your ult, if like no one gets pinged on bridge or anything, you have a super nice line here. So look where I'm standing and look at my map. I'll ping like this nice line here, and like you have such a good line to clear it with your ult anyway that it doesn't even matter. So like if you don't get a ping here that you can ult off, then you can just do it down this line anyway. But like guaranteed, if you do that dart and this ult while your team are executing, like even if you don't get a kill with the ult, you're either gonna push them off or your team are gonna be able to fight them when they're trying to dodge a Sova ult. Like it's just like really, really, really good dart, I think. And I think that is like just a perfect way to use your Sova ult if you're holding on to your like Sova ult a lot. Moving on to mid. Mid is like the part that really confused me because I just wasn't sure how you're gonna play mid, like other than simple darts. I didn't see like a massive lineup you could do. The thing is, if you like dart back here, like it's only gonna clear like back here, and it's not gonna clear any like of these angles. It's not gonna clear here. It's not gonna clear like it doesn't clear a lot of things. So I thought the best dart you could probably do is just ping it against like this back wall here, but I feel like it's more dependent on when you, like where you smoke. So if I'm darting for here, my smokes kind of want to go here, you know, so I can block off this angle and my dart can ping for close here, down here, a bit back here, and then I can take the space there. Then if we choose to do like otherwise, like I don't even think an Omen smoke can fit down here. I think you'd probably have to play Astra to smoke this, so I'm not even sure how you'd go about smoking this area. But like same for vice versa, you would probably just dart against this back bit, scan for here if you smoked off this side. So well, once again, I just think it's simple darts against like mainly back here to clear like this box here. Yeah, I'm not sure how else you would really dart mid. I think it's more like early clearing to make sure they don't push, or like maybe a bit of mid rounding to make sure they haven't walked down by that box. But also one thing you can do is do a nice drone from here. You can just like literally clear everything from here. You can clear behind the box, you can see like left, you can see rope. You can like even move it around. Like I did pretty bad on that drone pathing, but look at this one. Like I can see right side here, I can see behind box here, I can see left side here, and I can see rope. I can literally see everything. Like that is like a really, really good drone, and I get so much info off that, it's insane. Moving on to B, if the enemy's playing really aggressive, or you just want to take the orb early as a default, I have a nice start for here. So if you come into this corner here, and you you're gonna see like this corner bit here, so right here, and you're gonna put your left diamond, the very bottom of it, at the top of it, and you're gonna do a 1 bar like so. This start's just gonna land like here, and it's gonna scan for left and right. So then you can take the orb, or you can just have like their default info that they haven't really pushed up. Because if you're here, like you're by the barrier, you can just walk down and kind of focus on here solely, or get a nice peek into here. So it's a nice dart to clear early. I would say if you're executing onto B or playing fast, do not do this dart, because 1, it takes quite a bit to land, and then 2, you're going to want your dart for sight. So if I'm going fast, I'm probably going to drone from here like so, because the drone will clear everything anyway. But if you're defaulting, you don't really want to waste 200 credits on a drone just to chuck it out like this when you have a dart that's rechargeable and free, you know? So like, I'd rather use my dart here if I'm playing slow and defaulting, because it's free and it just recharges anyway. Then after I do this drone, I clear like close, like you're not going to be able to clear parkour, but anyway, like if someone's jumping across parkour, you're going to hear them and you're going to have a chance to shoot them while they're jumping across. So just tell one of your teammates to hold it either from window or from down here. Then once you get to here, you just look anywhere kind of along this grey bit, and you just do a 1 bounce full charge, and that's just going to land back here. Really nice dart. It's just going to scan like literally anything back here. Like a bit of under 2. The only bit it won't scan is close here, but you'll see that when walking out, or your drone will clear it anyway when you're droning, and it won't clear for like all of the left here, like, especially if you're hugging down here. So just be careful of that if your team are going parkour, because I feel like playing here on the fence is a really good angle, because you can peek into right side, you can peek into left. Like it's a really nice angle to play. The thing is, you can shock dart these people, but pulling out your shock dart here is like really risky. You got rafter here, you got backside here. This guy can even jump up here. Like you don't really want to pull out your shock dart in the open. Same with over here. Like, you might get timings. You pull out your shock dart here, this guy just might swing into you. Like who knows? Who knows? But if you have a gecko or something, you could ask them to like flash this lane while you recon here. Like there's so many ways to go about this to just clear this back area. Even if like you just ignore it for the first bit, like you just tell your team, let's not go parkour, let's walk up here first, and then you just all clear it together. Someone goes left, you go right. Like you can just like clear it off contact anyway. Like you don't always need a dart to clear it. Plus I found it hard to find a dart that does clear left, because if you dart back here, like yeah, it does clear left, but it don't clear under, and it don't really clear like back here, or like if they're tucked under here. Like I think the best start for this site is back here. And just like for A, I do have like a dart from far back, so I can Sova ult off it. So if you come off, and just like for A, I do have like a recon to Sova ult off if I'm going B. So you're gonna want to come into this like corner by the benches, and you're gonna see the second window here. and you're gonna look at the bottom left of this second window right here, and I'm gonna aim the bottom left of my my charge bar, like you'll see it like right in this corner what I'm aiming it on, and I'm gonna do a 2-bar like so.
Scanning ahead.
And this dart just lands back here, like I showed you for the other dart, and it's gonna clear like most things, like I said before. So you could get a nice ult off, like here. This is a nice line here, like but also like if you want to clear left side or like under, you can just kind of alter it anyway while your team go in. Like even if you don't get a ping on the left side, let's say you don't get a ping anywhere else in sight, it's always good to like even just shoot one here if you don't get a ping, just for info purposes. But let's say you do ping one back here or back here, like you have like a really good chance to get the kill or just like out position them. Because if I'm ulting this guy here, he's forced to swing like left or right, you know, and then my teammates can just play off that, which I think is like really, really good. Moving on to A defense, I think these are more simple darts really, and I think when you play A, you want to play more aggressive for the orb, as this orb's like really good for taking early, whereas the ult is here. So let's say you have like a harbor or something, like you could ask your harbor or Astra to like ward or smoke off here, you know, because the Omen smoke's not going to be big enough for this smoke. Like if you're playing Omen, I think you want one way more here. But if you're playing Harbor or Astra, then you could like deep like smoke here, then one of your duelists can play out wide and fight for the orb, while you dart like back here or something maybe. I think that's just a nice start to like ping anyone who's early A main. Or if you think they're gonna break it from back here, what you can do is just do it even higher, so like right up here. And that just scans for the same thing, but they just can't break this dart from A lobby, which I think is really nice, as it stops them from like just standing back here and getting early info. Then your team can just push up early with whatever smoke you do have here and grab the orb. But like you don't even have to push with this dart. If you just want to do this dart for like early information, then that's also good as well. Another dart I made up is for this wall push here. So if you do this smoke or wall and your duelist or like team are behind here, you can jump up here. You cannot jump up here pre-round, so keep that in mind. You will have to like jump up after the barrier drops. You just kind of line yourself with the edge here. Then you're gonna see like the corner of this wall, and how I'm gonna aim like the diamonds. I'm gonna put like the corner of each diamond into the wall, and I'm just gonna do a 1 bounce, 2 bar like so. And this dart lands all the way up here, and it scans for anything A lobby. So that's a really deep scan here. And if they're playing like further back here, like defaulting, they're, you know, they're just waiting for the wall to drop or something, and your duelists or like teammates are all the way out here and the dart pings them, that's an easy spam early. Or like easy information, like you grab the orb, maybe you get a spam, maybe you kill one, grab the orb, go back. That's like really good early space. You're getting proactive on the map, you're taking space, you maybe got a kill. So like with these darts, you just have to kind of think like, how are you going to incorporate it into team play? How are you going to get your teammates to push off this? How are they going to play off it? What are they going to do with the info? And that's kind of what I'm thinking when I'm playing Sova. Why am I using this dart? Am I using it to get info, get a kill? Do we need to re-clear something or what? But realistically on A, I kind of think that's it. Unless you're playing like back here on A and you do like a dart back here when they walk out. But even then, I think that just gives you info and it's not that good, because you can't even spam through these boxes. Like it's saying I'm shooting through it, but if I go to the other end, nothing has came through. Like you can't spam through these boxes at all, so I don't think it's like even worth it. I think if you were to spam, you'd probably want to be up here so you can dart here and just spam anyone coming out, so keep that in mind. I think that's good, but I feel like that's more of a retake thing anyway. But if you want to play off, like we know they're gonna like hard push A and we want to play for spams, and you can play this position. I think it's good. You know, you dart early, you spam. Generally, when playing on A, I don't think it's probably the best to play A on Sova, just because like I don't think it's like too good. Same with mid. Like I said on attack, it's probably more simple darts. I'm not sure how you would really play mid here. I think it's just for early info maybe. Like this dart here, it kind of just clears everything. It scans all the way back here, it scans for stairs up here, scans for a bit here as well. I think that's probably the best dart you're going to get from mid. You could probably do it from here too. It's just simple darts, like I said, like it's nothing complex. Like this dart here though, it won't ping here, so I think it's probably best if you dart from mid, you do it from here, but you could, like I said, do a simple dart from like anywhere back here. You could dart against this back wall, that back wall, whatever. But you could also drone to re-clear mid. I think mid's more of something you're going to want to re-clear rather than get early info on, unless you're like pushing down early. But generally, I think B's a nice place to play a Sova. Or just generally playing Retake A Sova on this map is really good, I think. Our dart I'll show you, I've got 2 from back here, if you're playing under. If you, because like I said before, like playing here is a really nice angle to play. Maybe you're playing Sentinel, like, or you have a Sentinel in your team and they're playing here. I think that would work really well if you had a Cypher, you know, has cages to cross and everything. But if you're back here and you want to play back here, then you're going to see this circle, the top one, and this is what I'm going to use to line up 2 of my darts with. So for the first one is a God dart for B. So for the God dart on B, what I do is you're going to see like this top yellow circle. This is what I'm going to use to line up 2 of my darts with. You're going to hug against it, and you're going to see like this lamp here. You're going to aim underneath it. I'm going to put the horn of my like owl drone under it, like you see, and I'm just going to do a 1 bar like so. And this is going to land for the God dart on B. And this dart, it just scans for everything back here. It may not look it, but it does. I tested it out with a friend. It pings all the way back here, in front here, and in front here. So super good dart to get early info. It won't ping anyone in window, so just be wary of that. But it will ping everyone outside. So that's a nice dart to do. Like it's literally a good dart, so it will literally scan for everything other than window. It'll give you lots of early info. And the other dart you can do is one a bit further back. You just aim like at this corner bit here, at the black bit, and you just do a 1 bar once again. And this dart lands a bit deeper. It doesn't scan for close, it scans for further back. You know, maybe the enemy are playing more of a default and you want to hold or want to get a ping for the deeper angle or something like that. Like, or your teammates are pushing down here. But I think if your teammates are pushing down here and you're doing a coordinated push, you probably want to do the God dart just in case they're close. But this one's more for if you know the enemy are playing more of a default anyway and you want to get more like deep scans. I also have another place you can do the God dart from. So what I found out is if you don't want to end up committing playing here and you want to end up running off, this guy Window's always going to be able to shoot you. Like if he's running really fast, he's going to be able to shoot you in time. So a safe place to do the God dart from is Rafter. If you come into this corner here, and you're going to see like the top of this building here, very top of it. I'm going to put the first bar of my charge bar at the very top of it, and I'm going to do a 1 bar like so. And this is just going to land for the same God dart as before. It's just like really nice scan. It scans for front and all the way down here once again. But it's just more in a safer spot and a spot where you can get out faster or come down to here. Or like if you want to save your dart early, we know maybe they're going to do a B execute, they're going to come fast. We can just save our dart for when they smoke us off and dart back here. I think these walls are bangable here actually, yeah they are. These walls are bangable, so if you get any ping through here, you can wall bang anyone, you can watch for the close. If your teammate's playing back here, you can watch for their cross, you can jiggle for it. And there's a lot of ways to play together as a team on B, I feel like. So keep that in mind. You can also have like nice shot darts for the choke here. Which I think is really good for when they're executing, but you probably don't want to jiggle into like 5 of them, you know, maybe if they pause and there's a smoke. You also have really good like drone re-clear from here as well. You can clear all the way down here, maybe not parkour, but you can clear literally everything from here, so really nice drone clearing. Now moving on to the retake, I'm going to start with the retake on A. What I do have, or like even supporting A, doesn't have to be like necessarily retaking, but supporting anyway, or flooding. If I've got 1 cross map dart, I couldn't get a cross map dart from B or B to A or A to B because it's way too big, and there's this massive roof up here which gets in the way, which is super annoying. But so all the cross map darts I have, which are 2, 1 for B to A, 1 from A to B, is going to be both from CT. So first you're going to be in CT, you're going to want to come to this corner here, and you're going to see this like little bit here, and I'm going to aim like I don't even know what that's called, but just look where I'm shooting, where my crosshair is, and now look what I'm putting against it. The very top of that triangle, and I'm going to do a 2 bar like so. And this dart's just going to land against the back wall. It's going to support anyone who's fighting on B. Maybe they're getting flooded on, then they can choose to swing left or right. If I'm back here, or if I'm playing in an omen smoke or something, then I can spam off this. I can choose to swing left. I can know if someone's coming on my right. And up here, it's just a nice support dart to help your team when they're getting flooded on or when retaking. So also really nice. When retaking, I think droning from here is really, really OP. You can clear left, you can clear right if the drone isn't broken. You can go on top, clear bottom left, you can clear front sight, bridge, you can clear the whole of sight. Everything on site is now clear because of that drone. And then I have my dart to dart back into A main, so I can clear the whole of A main. Because I feel like if you do plant on A, you're probably going to want to more play off site and more into main and play mollies or shocks. So I think you'd probably want to save your dart for A main, or something for A main anyway. But if you don't have your drone, you could always do a simple dart back here. You could also do the dart against this light here. I would say though, if you're smoked off, don't do this dart if you can't like see the light or anything, because if you like chuck the dart and you miss, it's going to go all the way off here and it's going to be a waste of util. But if you can see this light here, really nice dart to do, clears all the close and bridge. This back dart here won't clear close, so you have to be careful of that. Well, be careful of that. It will clear here, but it won't clear anything close left. It will clear all of under here and bridge too, which is really nice. If you come up here, you can also dart back here as well. You can even dart into A main if you do a one bar like so. Like just simple darts. But this dart here, it won't clear anything like right or even up here. So I think you're probably better off doing it from here. If you drone from here as well, you can just kind of clear everything if you go high. You don't want to bring your drone towards A main though, as you want to clear everything on site for your team, so just keep that in mind. That drone also clears everything. Anyway, the CT to B dart is if you're going to hug against this wall here, like so, and you're going to see this like little bush here, and then this like a little bit here, you're going to want to just kind of aim in the middle of here and here, so like so here, above the bush but a bit below this like corner of the rock. Then I'm going to do a 2-bar like so. And this dart's just going to land against the back pillar, and anyone fighting like back sight is going to be able to like choose to what angle they swing off, where they peek. If you have like a smoke here again or a cipher cage, so they can swing out and spam off there. Same with back here, and it just gives them general information on when they're flooding, like where they're executing on, where they're flooding, where they need to peek, where they could spam. Like say if someone's back here and they can spam off this dart, then that's super good as well. And then retaking B, obviously you got your simple drones like so. I don't think the drones clear so much on this like site anyway, but I do have really good darts. So even if you're smoked off here by an Omen or an Astra, you can come into this corner and you can just like kind of wiggle over until both of these walls meet like so. See how they're like behind each other now? And you're gonna see like the top of this lamp, and you're gonna aim a little under it and do a one bounce full charge like so. And this lands directly on the light, and it will scan for everything, literally everything, except here. And if they're hugging here, then they won't get scanned either. But other than that, this dart up here will scan for like all of this. Like if they're on the bridge though, like hugging the wall here or hugging this wall here, they won't get scanned. But like, just tell your team that, you know that now, so just like make sure you're aware of where they can and can't be with this dart. Same with if you're rafter. If you're smoked off, you're not going to be able to do this light dart, but if you're not smoked off, then you can just do like a simple dart like this and it will do the same thing. But if you're smoked off, just ping for the back pillar and do the dart, and it will scan like back here anyway, it will scan over here. And like this dart's like, I wouldn't say, well, no. This dart's still really good anyway. It still clears a lot. I would say the God dart does clear a little bit more though, maybe a bit wider. But this dart still does the job anyway, especially if you do it high enough. Like if I do it high up here, it's gonna still ping for everything anyway. So I think that's a really good way to use your darts for retake on B. I think, like I said, I think Sova's gonna be really good for retaking or re-clearing space mid-round on defense. So keep that in mind. Then just make sure you're using your util to help your team out, help them take space, help them do this and that, because there's so many ways to play Sova, either by just like breaking util for teammates with shock darts, using your arrows to give them info, to help them swing, to help them get spams, even help yourself get spams, using your drone to re-clear and take space, or using your ult for post-plant, for helping your team execute. There's so many ways you can use this util, so just practice using your util, practice like calling your util. If you're gonna dart, you gotta call your dart. You gotta say, you know, my dart's landing in 3, 2, 1, you can spam now. Like, just get ready to spam off my dart. You gotta say stuff like that, because if you don't call these things, your team aren't gonna know to spam off it or be ready for your dart. So make sure you're calling your darts in game as well. and make sure you're like clear about what you want to do in the round. Guys, I'm going to drone A main, I'm going to go dart Cypher trip so we can just go out A really fast or something like that, okay? Like, you don't have to give a full IGL comm, like pre-round or mid-round, but you do want to tell your team what you're doing with your U tool, how you're going to use it to help them, so they know what you're doing and you know what they're doing, so you're all on the same page. And I think that's how you're going to win a lot more games when playing Sova, and you're going to find a lot more value out of him as well. Also, as for shock darts, I haven't actually came up with any, as I don't really use shock darts a lot, I would say, like shock dart lineups for post plant. I don't really like use double shocks or anything a lot, but I think people like average Jonas or like even people on YouTube will have some for you. But like personally, I don't always like just play off site and like play for my darts, because like I said, I use it for U2 a lot of the time, shock darts, or like sometimes I'm just using them to get chip damage and helping teammates fight. But don't get me wrong, like shock darts for post plant are really good and really helpful, so I would recommend finding some just in case you do get in a situation. I just forgot to find some and forgot to make some anyway. But if you do go onto YouTube, you can definitely find some like, or even TikTok, you can find some simple shock darts in like 5 seconds, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you do have any questions, make sure to comment them down below or join my Discord server. I do have a Discord server and I want to make it more active, and I do want to get a community going on it. So if you think that's cool or something you'd enjoy, then definitely check it out. Anyway, like I said, that's it for this video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.